Hey, what's up guys? I am in my garage and I'm going to show you the signs that we're going to work on today. So these are the signs, and we have worked with this company actually like 5 years ago, I believe, on 2020. And even if you go to our channel and scroll down all the way to the very new episodes, like early episodes from RDI from 2020, you will see this very same project. It is the very same size, which is 2 feet by 8, and we're just gonna add the decals. And I believe we're gonna use, the light green color. It's Oracle 651. I'm sorry for the mess. It's a garage, but we try to keep it organized. That's why we don't work in the garage anymore. Anyway, so we're just gonna add the letters. And make sure you stick around because I'm going to talk about the decal calculators that we use. So for those that didn't know, we have decal calculators that can help you price projects like this. So let's start cutting the designs. All right, so this is the sign, and we took the measurements from width and height. And after we did that, we traced that very same size in the software. And this is the original plan. In the beginning, we were gonna divide this to save a little bit of material, but in the end, we decided to cut the entire design. And for the reason is because we're gonna add some alignments, so that way it'll be faster. So we're gonna cut it. But first, of course, Saul is gonna show you how to align the vinyl, because when you're gonna cut big decals like this one, this is a very important step. Yeah, we're gonna use the Graphic because this is the best machine for bigger decals. I don't know if I mentioned it, but we're gonna use Oracle 651 and the transfer, the Art Tape Clear Choice AT75.
So all I did, I just pulled the vinyl to the front, and I'm using the alignments here, and it looks about the same from here as down here. And I think we are good to give it a try. Now I'm gonna send it to the back, and pay attention to how much the vinyl moves. That will give you an idea of how aligned the vinyl is. It's moving just a little bit, not too bad.
What do you think?
I think we can work with that.
All right, guys, so this is the settings for the cutting force. We're using the Cutting Master 3 for the Graphic CE 6060. We're gonna do it offset at 0, speed at 39, and cut force at 14. So we're gonna go ahead and send it. This is the moment, nervous time, because you never know what's gonna happen, and Saul is gonna keep an eye on it.
We gotta pray before we start cutting it.
Yeah, because this is a big decal, and you can see now, get an idea, but so far looks good. By the way, guys, if you're liking this video, make sure you hit the like, subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. And you can see the guys working from home. What else can you ask? All right, so we're gonna start weeding out with the first one. And for the letters, we usually do it from right to left, depending, on the letters too and the numbers too. So far, the cut force doesn't look that bad. All right, now we're gonna do the phone number. And this one, we're gonna start from left to right. We usually try to wait for Nacho to help us, but I think this project is gonna be, two of us should be enough. We'll find out soon. All right, now we're gonna do the other side, which is where the company logo is. And like I said in the intro, we have worked with this company, this very same sign, like years ago. This is really easy money, except that this time, of course, he had to pay more because, everything went up since then. But he was okay with it. He's a pretty cool guy. He understands, he's in the business, so we really like working with this customer. All right, now it's time to remove the smaller details.
If you're just getting started in this kind of business and haven't used the weeding boxes, you should definitely learn about them. We use them for this one, especially for bigger ones like the one we have here today. It made it a lot easier weeding out.
Now look at the size of that decal. There's no way we could have done that with the Cameo Pro. We're gonna be completely honest with you guys, even though it's a 24-inch vinyl cutter, but there's just no way. And this is why we always recommend that if you have the money to invest or the time to wait and save some more money, get a vinyl cutter like the Graph Deck. You will not regret it. All right, so this is the sign, and these are the alignments that we're gonna use to center the entire decal into the sign. And now we're gonna remove the pieces of tape. And before we do that, I'm gonna show you how everything works when it comes to pricing this type of projects. Now we're gonna log in into our decal calculator using the RDI Gold membership. But first, we need to break down the square footage. And if you didn't know, we have a free calculator for that. So just go to our homepage and you will find it there. So this sign measures 96-inch or a square foot, and the width is 24 or 2 foot. And now we're gonna add another dimension because it is two signs, so it's two of them, same measurements. Now we're gonna calculate the square footage, and it tells us that it is 32 square footage for this sign. Now that we know that information, we're gonna log in to our RDI Gold membership to use the decal calculator. Okay, so now that we are in, we're gonna type in the price that we pay for our vinyl, and it's around $2, and that's how much we pay. It all depends on who your provider is. And the square footage, we said it was 32 square footage. The labor that we pay ourselves is 120 per hour because we are in the professional level for decals. And the labor time invested on this project, from cutting the sign and putting the transfer and applying it into the surface, it was around 2 hours. And the complexity fee, we're gonna keep it at 0 because there was no installation outdoor. It was just at home. No setup fee, no additional fees. So we're gonna calculate, and this is how much the calculator told me to charge. But we actually charged the customer $310 just to round it up. So that's how much we made for this project. So now you know, if you want to use this calculator, you can do it by joining the RDI Gold membership. All right, guys, so here's the first sign that we're gonna do, and we're gonna focus on one side. We give it a little bit, we wipe it off with a dry towel and added some just water and soap a little bit, but we're still gonna use Rapid Tack for this, especially this side right here. And this section we'll probably divide it into sections, but right now the purpose of the alignments is to place this perfectly aligned with the frame, and that one's gonna go in the corner because I already set it up in the software and it should be perfectly aligned. So that way, once we have it, we know it's perfectly centered on the frame. Saul is gonna expose the alignment. Now we're gonna expose the other side too. I'm gonna focus on this side. This is the most important side. This should be perfectly aligned. I wish I could get you guys a closer look. And now I have my side perfectly aligned. Saul is gonna focus on his side. Now that we have the tape there, we can divide this. And this section we're gonna do wet application because we cannot divide it. Of course, it's obvious because it has these little stripes here, so we cannot cut it into sections.
Another of the reasons why we use the Rapid Tag is to avoid any bubbles. And if something goes wrong, we can always reposition it.
All right, looks good. And while we wait that this other side dries out, we're gonna do this section, and this one we're gonna do in sections, Saul, or we're gonna do it dry application or with Rapid Tag?
We can use the Rapid Tag just to be safe.
Okay, we're gonna use, I guess, the Rapid Tag too.
It worked out the first time, so it should work this time too.
A few moments later.
It's totally safe to use a good amount of this Rapid Tag. You might have to wait a little bit, but it's worth it. It's gonna be a lot safer to do it this way. I think I'd rather do this type of projects more, not having to work outside.
Yeah. All right, so we removed this side, and like Saul said, I was concerned too. I want you to check it out. I haven't added any heat gun, and look at that. See that? Now I'm gonna show you why it's important for you to have this tool in your kit. And watch this. I'm gonna do full force for a little bit, but not too close though. You don't wanna burn it too. Just add some heat And this is acrylic, I believe, the material. So it's acting more like glass. I was telling Saul that, but now, okay, let's check it out. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't disappoint me because the other side was working well. Now I think it still need more. Maybe a little bit closer, but we'll see. All right. Now I added a little bit more closer too. Just be patient and just add more if you need to. No rush. I mean, the customer is not here waiting for his decal. So if we have to do more, no problem. Like Saul said, I'd rather do this than work for someone else. And after a few minutes, this was the final result. So this is it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for staying until the end. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Also, don't forget that you can use the calculator by joining the RDI Gold membership. Thank you. We'll see you again.